Have you ever faced a tough decision that kept you awake at night? That was exactly how 16-year-old Ethan felt as he stared at the email on his laptop screen. Congratulations! You have been selected for the National Youth Art Camp. Ethan read the message 3 times just to make sure it was real. Out of hundreds of students, he had been chosen for one of the best art programs in the country. Normally, this would have been the happiest moment of his life. But there was a problem. The art camp took place during the exact same week as the regional soccer championship, the biggest tournament his school team had ever reached. Ethan leaned back in his chair and rubbed his forehead. "What am I supposed to do?" he whispered. For the next few days, he was completely on the fence. One moment he felt sure about choosing soccer. The next moment he wanted to go to the art camp instead. At school, everyone seemed to have an opinion. "You have to play soccer," his friend Tyler insisted during lunch. "We finally made it to regionals. The team needs you." "But this art camp is a huge opportunity," Ethan replied. Tyler shrugged. "Soccer memories last forever." Later that day, Ethan's art teacher gave different advice. "You have real talent," she told him. "Programs like this can open doors for your future." That only made the decision harder. That night, Ethan sat at his desk with a notebook. His father walked into the room carrying 2 cups of hot chocolate. "You still trying to figure it out?" his dad asked. Ethan nodded. His father smiled. "Whenever I have a difficult choice to make, I try to think over every possibility carefully." Ethan sighed. "I already have." "Then maybe it's time to weigh up the pros and cons." Together, they began making 2 lists. Soccer, time with teammates, excitement of competition, school pride. Art camp, improve skills, meet professional artists, build his future. When they finished, Ethan stared at the page silently. Neither choice felt easy. "You know," his father said quietly, "sometimes you have to learn from your past experiences. Last year, you quit the photography contest because you were afraid of failing. And afterward, you regretted not trying." Ethan remembered that feeling clearly. "I don't want to regret this too," he admitted. The next morning, during soccer practice, Coach Ramirez gathered the team together. "This championship matters," the coach said proudly. "But more importantly, your futures matter. Don't let anyone pressure you into making the wrong choice for yourself." Ethan felt his stomach twist. After practice, he sat alone in the bleachers while the sun slowly disappeared behind the field. He imagined himself scoring goals with his teammates. Then he imagined standing in a giant art studio. Finally, Ethan realized something important. No matter what he chose, he would lose something. That was the hardest part of growing up. Sometimes there was no perfect answer. The next day, Ethan finally decided to bite the bullet. He walked into Coach Ramirez's office nervously. "I'm going to the art camp," Ethan said softly. For a second, the coach said nothing. Then he smiled. "That couldn't have been easy, but I'm proud of you for choosing what matters to your future." Ethan felt relieved, but also guilty. When he told Tyler later that day, his friend looked disappointed. "So, that's it? You're leaving the team before the biggest game ever?" Ethan hesitated. But deep down, he knew he had already made the right choice. The week at art camp turned out to be incredible. Ethan learned new painting techniques and created his best artwork ever. One evening, the camp director stopped beside Ethan's painting and smiled. "You have something special," she said. Hearing those words filled Ethan with confidence he had never felt before. Meanwhile, his soccer team lost in the semifinals. When Ethan returned home, he worried his teammates might be angry. But during lunch the next week, Tyler surprised him. "I think going to art camp was actually a smart move." "Really?" Ethan asked. Tyler nodded. "Yeah, you looked happier talking about painting than you ever did talking about soccer." Ethan laughed. Maybe Tyler was right. Later that evening, Ethan thought about how difficult the decision had been. He understood that sometimes you need to cut your losses and let go of one path to fully follow another. Life would always be full of choices, but every difficult decision helped people grow into who they were meant to become.